And West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has threatened to file a defamation case after the Calcutta High Court pulled up the Election Commission of India for inaction and restrained the BJP from running certain advertisements. The Calcutta High Court was addressing complaints regarding derogatory advertisements published by the BJP against the TMC in West Bengal and restrained the opposition party from carrying out materials which are seen as violation of the Model Code of Conduct. The BJP had published at least 4 advertisements in vernacular dailies portraying the ruling party as corrupt, and also the one that is anti-Hindu and claiming that women are not safe under the present regime. The TMC filed complaints with the Election Commission and later moved the High Court after alleging inaction by the Election Commission. Let me bring in Saurav now.
ইলেকশনের সময় বড় বড় কথা বলেন আর মিথ্যে কথা কাগজে লেখেন। আমার তো নলেজই নেই কোনো জায়গায় কোনো গন্ডগোল হয়েছে বা কোনো আশ্রমের পর কেউ আক্রমণ করেছে। আমি এটাকে সাপোর্ট করি না এবং আমাদের কেউ নেই। যদি খুঁজে বের করতে পারেন আমি কথা দিচ্ছি আমাদের যা ব্যবস্থা নেওয়ার আমরা নেব। আপনারা দেখেছেন গতকাল হাইকোর্ট বলে দিয়েছে এটা অন্যায়, এগুলো মিথ্যে, এগুলো বেআইনি, এগুলো করা উচিত হয়নি। ইলেকশন কমিশন কেন ব্যবস্থা নেয়নি? আমি যখন দেখে নিয়েছি কোর্ট অর্ডার দিয়েছে এবং বিশেষ করে ইলেকশন কমিশনও অর্ডার দিয়েছে। এরপর আমাকে ব্যক্তিগতভাবে আক্রমণ করেছে, আমার দলকে করেছে, আমি ডিফামেশনে যাব, অত সস্তায় ছাড়ছি না।
And Saurav joins me from Kolkata. Saurav, just to do a recap for our viewers, when were these derogatory advertisements put out by the BJP and which were these vernaculars?
Well, there are several vernacular dailies which carried these advertisements, and these advertisements are something that the Trinamool complained to the Election Commission as well against these advertisements. But beyond that, it also went to the High Court. Now, the Election Commission, of course, also was a respondent in the matter in the High Court, and so were the platforms that carried these advertisements. But eventually, the Calcutta High Court did, pull up the Election Commission, saying that there was inaction and also restrained the BJP from putting out these ads in vernacular dailies as they've been carried. And the Trinamool, of course, won the day in court with with the restriction of these ads by the Calcutta High Court. But the matter doesn't end there. Of course, it is a political matter in election season. Any comment, any development is political, considered political. And the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, has now threatened defamation case and also said that she will not let them go so easily because this was a personal attack, according to her. Now, the BJP, of course, has said that, that its stance on Mamata Banerjee is clear and what it thinks about her rule in West Bengal. And they've continued to attack her, even though there's the ads, of course, have been restrained. But the BJP's attack on Mamata Banerjee remains sharp, and it's an election season, and it's slog overs now. So perhaps the political rhetoric will sharpen, and you will see some more political heavy, political heavy hitting in the coming days.
Saurav, you can have a glass of water for yourself. Now I'll bring in the spokespersons who are joining us. Dr. Shatarupai, spokesperson of the BJP, and Shantanu Sen, TMC spokesperson. Dr. Sen, is the TMC actually saying that it doesn't have faith in the Election Commission of India, and that is the reason why you approached the court and got this kind of an order from the Calcutta High Court?
See, the thing is, when a person starts thinking that everything is his or her own paternal property, then these things happen in reality. First time in the history of Indian politics, since 1952, when the first Lok Sabha election took place, this is for the first time that Prime Minister himself, along with Home Minister, sitting together decided the nominated member of Election Commission of India. And since then, Election Commission has started working at the behest of Bharatiya Janata Party. On the other hand, now everyone knows that PM doesn't stand for only publicity master, only Prime Minister. PM also stands for publicity master. BJP spends crores and crores of public money for their advertisement issue. Now, though the election model code of conduct came into force since 16th of March, But as BJP feels that election commission is nothing but another political wing of Bharatiya Janata Party, straight away violating the model code of conduct, BJP started putting this type of advertisements, maligning Trinamool Congress, violating the model code of conduct, and they cared hardly hang.
Okay.
That is the issue.
Okay.
And finally it was barred by a verdict given by the court.
Okay.
We welcome this verdict.
Shatarupa, the question here is that you are in this election, and why is the BJP running a negative campaign? You are confident about getting numbers in Bengal, then why paint the Chief Minister as anti-Hindu or anti-women?
Maria, good evening to you and good evening to Dr. Shantanu Sen. You see, the narrative that they keep talking about, before I get into the High Court order, the narrative that Trinamool keeps on setting is that it is their personal prerogative, and they keep on making it part of their agenda to directly insult the Prime Minister of India. I mean, look at the words he's used about the Prime Minister of India. But however, I will say Dr. Sen is still more polite. The language and the words, the abusive words that the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal uses for West Bengal is not even fit for broadcast, leave alone national broadcast. Coming to this order of the High Court, of course, when the High Court orders something, there is very little that anybody else can say. However, if you see the ad, I have it with me. There is not a single iota of falsity in this. Yes, Mamata Banerjee has on several occasions, deliberately shown her anti-Hindu stand. She has definitely on several occasions stopped Saraswati Puja. She has, I don't want to get into the details. I don't know how much time you will allow me. They have been making statements against the Hindu leaders like Swami Vivekananda, and that is a whole lot. I was just going through the order that.
But Shatarupa, my question is that for all these arguments, what is it that the BJP is offering to the people of Bengal? Shouldn't that be the talking point? These are Lok Sabha elections. Shouldn't it be about a Prime Minister's report card rather than making it such a negative campaign?
Maria, as far as the report card is concerned, there is a white sheet that they wanted, Trinamool wanted. Anyway, it is there online for each of the constituencies of the all 543 seats. There is not only West Bengal. As far as West Bengal is concerned, the Prime Minister does come and say every single time he has been coming for every single phase. He talks about our national agenda and what we want to do for Bengal, much of which has been denied by Trinamool. Trinamool has not even allowed many of the central schemes to even work.
Okay,
in
Dr.
West
Sen,
Bengal.
is Mamata Banerjee being...
Just give me one sentence.
Sure.
Just give me one sentence.
Sure.
We have nothing to say about the High Court order. We respect the High Court, but this is the very same High Court that a few days back Trinamool blamed and said this is not the High Court, this is more the BJP party office.
Okay, so
they
respond to that, Judge. I was coming to that. So when you get a favorable order, you don't malign institutions, and when it goes otherwise, then you go on this rampage. Isn't that true about the entire India bloc, Dr. Sen?
Prior to that, I must wish that my colleague, Madam Shatarupa, must be in a sound state of mind, because I really got surprised to listen to her when she was talking about Swami Vivekananda being insulted by Trinamool Congress. So funny. Their party president says that Swamiji is a Marx product. Their own Prime Minister, when he sits beside Donald Trump even cannot pronounce the name of Swami Vivekananda in a proper fashion, and Narendra Modi ji sits beside Donald Trump, sits being mom. So far the Saraswati Puja is concerned, they used to say that this government didn't allow the Durga Puja to take place. But the reality is Mamata Banerjee led government, they got the award, Intangible Heritage Award for this Durga Puja, which has become almost an international festival. See, the problem is Bharatiya Janata Party, they run far away from the actual developmental issue, and that's why they used to play this divisive politics based on caste, creed and religion, especially during the election time.
Okay.
Now their real character has become unveiled. That's why people at large they have made up their mind to oust this anti-poor, anti-woman, anti-people government from this country.
Yes, please go ahead. Let me give you the last word, Dr. Shatarupa, please.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get into Dr. Sen's, and I don't want to get into a personal repartee with him. But the fact remains that this High Court order, of course, will be respected. But you must understand, from a technical point of view, if there was anything wrong in this particular ad, then the Election Commission itself would have struck us out. There is, I'm sure Dr. Sen knows, he's very senior. There is something called MCMC, which before anything goes on print, the Election Commission has to clear it. Now suddenly the Election Commission becomes our cousin and High Court ceases to be our party office. So they need to basically clarify their stand. As far as the instances on Swami Vivekananda and Durga Puja is concerned, not only us, entire West Bengal is witness to this. So I don't want to argue. And as far as poor Donald Trump is concerned, please spare him. I understand that he couldn't pronounce or he couldn't write the name, but that I don't think we have, Modi ji would have been sitting and correcting his spellings there. There is a limit to bizarre accusations. All I can say is, yes, as a national party, we welcome. I mean, we will obey the High Court order, but at the same time, I would request through you that the High Court should also take pseudo-moto notice of the abuse, of the verbal accusations, of the false accusations that the Chief Minister and her spokesperson.
Then you should also approach the court.
Honorable Prime Minister.
You should also approach the court, just as the relief that came for the TMC. You can also get some relief and perhaps some action. Favorable order. So it's about producing the evidence and let the court take that call. So thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Shatru and Dr. Shantanu Sen.